Hello everyone and welcome to Financial Beacon Consulting. Today we are talking about common KRA penalties that every Kenyan should understand. Remember, whether you are employed, self-employed, running a business, managing accounts, or simply in tax compliance, these penalties can affect your money, your records, and your compliance status. So kindly be keen, watch till the end, like, share, and follow for more useful tax tips. I will take you to the next slide. On the next slide, which is PAYE, I will talk about late pay filing. On late pay filing, there is 25% of tax charged on the tax due, or 10,000, whichever is higher. So depending on whichever amount is higher, that is what will be charged. The next slide is on VAT. Late VAT return attracts a penalty of 5% of tax due, or 10,000, whichever is higher. So between the tax due, there is a 5%, or either 10,000 will be charged. So the higher will be charged for payment. I'll take you to the next slide. On the third slide, I will talk about payment. And on payment, for VAT, PAYE and company tax, there is a 5% of tax due which is charged, plus an additional 1% of interest per month. I'll take you to the next slide. The next slide is on company returns. Late company or partnership returns attracts a penalty of 5% of tax due, or 20,000 is charged. So depending which one is higher, you'll either pay 20,000 or 5% on the tax due. I'll take you to the next slide. The next slide is on withholding tax. On withholding tax, failure to deduct withholding tax, this can attract 10% of the amount of tax involved. So it is important to know that. I'll take you to the next slide. The next slide is on PIN offences. KRA PIN-related offences, there is a penalty of 22,000 charged per offence. So it's very important to note this and be aware of what offences and the amount charged on the PIN. So I'll take you to the very last slide. The very last slide is on the final tip, which I will advise you: kindly file early, pay early, keep records. And finally, like the page, share, and follow Financial Beacon Consulting for more useful tax tips. Thank you and see you in another day.